Greetings. Islam is a religion that makes its cause clear. It is a religion that explains with tangible and visible evidence. The greatest cause of Islam is the existence of God and the unity of God. In the Holy Quran, the unity of Allah is wahidiyah. Allah's oneness is expressed by the word ahadith. There is a difference between one and unique. You say this is one of the roads to our house. You say this is the only road to our house. You say this is the only road to our house. You say this is one of my sons. You say this is my only son. There is a difference between one and one. Every second, 4 children are born. One is born in Asia, one in Europe, one in America, one in Africa. Don't you find it original that each of these children has fingerprints? Do the mothers decide to draw fingerprints on these children, or are the children born without the mothers ever knowing that these children have fingerprints? Children are born with fingerprints. There is one more originality there. The prints of the child's 10 fingers are also different from each other. On top of that, there is another originality. The fingerprint of the newborn child is different from the 80 billion fingers of 8 billion people. Who do you think keeps track of so many fingerprints in 1 second so that they can give different fingerprints to each of those children? In fact, this is such a vast issue. All the people who have ever been born have different fingerprints. All their qualities are different. All their characteristics are different. This issue is not only about fingerprints. Their faces are different. Their eyes are different. Their voices are different. Their skin is different. Their bodies are different. Its organs are different. Everything is different. Everything on earth has a technical seal. This law is valid for the people who have been born until today, and it will be valid for all the people who will be born after today until the day of judgment. I mean, God knows how many billions of people will be created after this. God knows how many people God will create. And each of those people will have different fingerprints, different faces from other people. When the Holy Quran explains this matter, it means 1,500 years ago, when we said that we will resurrect and create human beings after they have died down to the intricacies of their fingertips. He draws attention to the subtleties in the fingertips of human beings, and the man of science detected this issue only in the 18th century, the differences in fingerprints. What does this difference in fingerprints show? If you go to one part of the world and see a phone, if you see the same phone on the other side of the world, you would say that the same factory manufactured these two phones. This is the same brand of phone. In the same way, the fact that a child born in Asia and a child born in Africa both have fingerprints shows that the craftsman who made them is the same person. This is evidence of unity. The fact that each child has a different fingerprint, it is the seal of unity, the proof of oneness. Allah is the seal of unity on everything He does, to show that it belongs to Himself. He writes His own names. One of the easiest and brightest names to read, and wahidness. This is not a matter that can be denied. If such a matter is what Islam claims, if it was not 100% true, then Islam would be putting itself in a very difficult position. If this matter is described with the evidence of the whole universe, with the testimony of beings, if it is a definite matter that Allah writes Ehad and Vahid on every work of art He makes, if He writes Vahid and Ehad to declare that it belongs to Him, and you can declare and prove this when you look at the object, when you look at the face, when you look at the fingerprint, when you look at the orange, when you look at the eye, when you look at the voice, when you look at the hair, that Islam is a heavenly edict, that it is based on God's revelation, is enough to show that it is the highest truth. Yes, Allah exists and is one.